Alright, what's up, Dragon Brew? Today we're going to be doing something fun because y'all have been wanting to see Eirdu, I guess that's how you say it, and Isilu in a deck. And I'd seen some stuff with some Nihilists where people were trying to make infinite damage, but it seems like it might be easier in an Abzan pile. So we're going to talk about that and see if we can make it work. So we're going to start with the mana creators, right? So we're going to have the Gene Pollinator, not a big surprise here, and Atlanta War Elf because we are playing green. We are going to play some Umbral Caller Zealot because this is kind of a piece of the combo, if you will. We'll talk about that in a in a second. And then we have Vengeful Blood Witch, which once you're comboing and sacrificing things, obviously you'll be gaining life and dealing damage to your opponent. We have some Badger Mole Cubs for more mana, as well as Formidable Speaker. This is going to be one of our, well, 4 of our 6 cards that can let us go tutor up whatever we need. One of the other parts of the combo is going to be Thunderous Velocipede, and the Good Fortune Unicorn. Each of these lets your creatures that enter the battlefield get a +1/+1 counter. These are important. We'll talk about why here in a second. And then we do have some Ouroboros, so this could be our plan A, if you will, just beat the opponent down, and then plan B can be our combo if necessary. Now, we're not so worried about Eirdu because realistically, this is just a fine creature. It's a 5/5 lifelink with flying. Can we get some other stuff out cheaper because of Convoke? Yeah, possibly. We'll see how often that comes up. But the real thing is we want to get it to the back where we have Isilu, because then every creature has Persist. So a thing with Persist enters the battlefield with a -1/-1 counter on it. But if we're able to have it enter the battlefield and also get a +1/+1, well, +1 counters and -1 counters, they negate each other. So then you just have a normal creature, which you can then sacrifice to the Umbral Caller Zealot again. And if you're gaining life and draining your opponent each turn, the game ends effectively. So we'll see what happens there. But if nothing else, your creatures get to block, they come back with counters, and you kind of get to persist forever as long as you have Isilu, which is pretty sweet. And then we also have a couple of Nature's Rhythms, so we can use that to go find whatever key pieces we might be missing to try to combo out. So I don't know if this is going to be a real deck or it's just going to be fun for content. We'll see. But either way, if you want to buy this or anything else, y'all know the drill. Check out our friends over at Tales of Adventure. It's TOAMagic.com. It'll save you 5% on all the stuff you want to buy, and you'll be supporting the channel. Just got to use my code DRAGON. It's DRAGN. Okay, business is done. Let's go hop into some games and see if we can win some games with these crazy legendary flip guys. Oh, reminder, I got to give some winners because we forgot last week, so we're going to announce 2 winners this week. If you are XDNRX or Lemon Lord 13 who left comments on our gameplay videos over the last couple of weeks, well, get into the description, go over to the Discord, send me a message, and we're going to get a prize pack out to you. And y'all can get one just the same. All you got to do is leave a relevant comment about the video on each gameplay video's comments, and we might pick you and send you something for free on my dime. But anyway, let's go play some Magic. All right, well, I guess for now it's just going to look like an Ouroboros deck. Because what else are we meant to do? Nothing. Nothing is the answer. Let's just attack for 1. Let's go ahead and play this tapped. They have their own Badger Mole to make some mana. Let's play this. Could we play this and then tap 1, 2, 3, 4? Yeah, we can. That doesn't really work if I tap this, right, Arena? Yeah, that's what I thought. It's like, why does Arena ask me whenever those things don't work? All right. I'll be able to search for 1. So something costs 4. Oh yeah, we're just gonna go get another Badger Mole, or a Board. Ooh, wait, hold that thought. Maybe we don't. Yeah, we do. Who am I kidding? We're still gonna go get one. Oh wait, our mana works a little different because they gave us other things to tap here, huh? That's all right. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Tap for green. Tap one of these. Oop, what am I doing? Hold on. What happened there? Oh, because I'd already... Never mind. I see what happened. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Let's pay with this for green, tapping this. Pay for this for green, tapping this. And go get another Ouroboros. And I will attack. If they're willing to block, I'm okay with that. I can't imagine that you're either blocking with just the forest or nothing at all, right? I mean, it could be a weird situation where they have like split up next turn or something, then maybe you do. I don't know. Sure. I mean, we already got sizable bodies here to fight with, so we sort of got our money's worth already. Okay. Could be a nuisance and just go do it again, but we're going to do this first. Yeah, let's pay. Tap one of these. And go attacking. And you know what? Just because. I mean, if your hand's just a bunch of removal, then so be it. What nothing I was going to do about it anyway. So this is Selesnya Badger Mole, and so far we've seen Badger Moles and Get Lost. I don't know what the rest of the deck is. Alright, Landfall Elves. And you're leaving me with this Eirdu. Okay. Seems good, I suppose. I will not flip this. Actually, does it say other creatures I control? Yeah, each other non-token creature has persist. Alright. So... they both have lifelink. Yeah, let's just decline. It can just stay on the front side. We'll make the Landfall Elf no matter what. I could tap this to go get something, and I think we will. Oh, you know what I could have done? I could have flipped to the backside, and I could have searched for an Eirdu, which would have been kind of fun. Wasn't even thinking about that. That's a miss on my part. Definitely think I could have done, though. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tap this duder. And we'll go get yet another Ouroboros. And we'll try to put a counter on it. Alright. Sure, you got it, fam. And then I guess we just get overrun next turn? Like, I don't know. Now do we want this on the backside? Yeah, let's pay. Just in case. I don't know what's going to come of it, but you never know. Counter on Ouroboros, hopefully. Nope, let's try again. Counter on Ouroboros. Nope, missed. Sad for us. Think we're still attacking, though. And just, if you beat us, you beat us. If they block with Landfall Elf, the last card isn't Craterhoof. That would be my assumption. Okay, so I'm going to assume there's no Craterhoof coming, which is good. So let's get rid of these two. I think that's what we want. And the opponent's left with just a 2-1 and a 1-1 land. Yeah, we're okay with that, I think. Sure. And then we get Ouroboros back with a -1/-1 counter on it. Which the counter gets removed, like we were talking about in the opener there. And now if they have a split up, they're faced with another choice. Do you get rid of our untapped creatures or our tapped creatures? Yeah, that ain't gonna do it. We're in good shape here. Yep, GG's. Yeah, I mean, we kind of got to keep this, right? Ooh, Warden of the Inner Sky. That's starting to feel like one of those cards that's a sign of shenanigans, too. with a Wanderrine tapper. Hold up. What are we doing over there, opponent? That's an interesting pile of shenaniganery. That's the one that taps a thing, right? Okay. So you have a creature that wants you to, and you have a Springless Drum. So they must be playing something that cares about their stuff being tapped. Because Warden taps things, the Wanderbrine Trapper taps things. You can get other mana by tapping things. I think at the very least, we can assume that at the beginning of your main phase, this creature's tapped, draw a card. If you control a Glimmer, if you don't, you make them. All right. I mean, that's a thing. I was about to say we can probably safely assume that they're playing Split Up, but this is interesting. Pass the turn. So while we have a vehicle, Split Up doesn't hurt us, right? We can pick and choose. At least while our creatures are on tap, we get to pick and choose. Oh, this is interesting. So tap everything, Rip gets to trigger. You get to put some number of things in your hand. All right, that's a thing. So what are we getting? Rip, which you already have, and it's legendary, a Pollinator, and another Glimmer Seeker. Okay, sure. I'm going to play as though they don't have the Split Up. Because I'm assuming if they do, they do. But at this stage, like, would they? Oh, wait, they're... Okay. I was going to say, they're at 18. If we were to crew the vehicle, then this would be 9 trample. And then we'd attack, then they have to block, but then, like, everything's tapped. But if they did do that, then we just play another Eirdu, and then we just crew the vehicle again, which would be 5 plus 4 plus another... Yeah, so it's like, that probably would have been correct, even if they would have had a Split Up, but fortunately we didn't have to find out. Yeah, we're going to keep it. We're going to hope to draw one of our 1-mana duders, really. But, yeah, we didn't get one. That's unfortunate. I was going to say, it's not bad enough of a hand that we could even realistically think about mulliganing. Oh boy, are we going to be able to race, assuming this is allies, are we going to be able to get there? Because I don't know that we will. Seam Rip, sure. What you don't know is we have another one. Thing is, even if this one sticks, I don't know what we go get here. That's an entertaining card, actually. Oh, this is weird. It's not even worth, unless I just want to keep a blocker, it's not even worth taking the 2 damage here, huh? Oh, no, we could play Umbral Caller Zealot, though. Yeah, we probably should. Alright. And then play the Zealot. Alright. I feel like there's another arrow aimed at Badger Mole Cub right now. Though, if your only spell might be like Avatar Aang, you don't always want to bounce a Badger Mole Cub, because that can produce more mana sometimes. But you're playing Aang the Last Airbender. When it enters, Airbender to one other target, non-land permanent. Whenever you cast a lesson spell, it gains lifelink. Sure. So we're going to go after our Badger Mole? No, bouncing their own creature. Probably to be able to draw a card here. Oh, actually, that card doesn't see that it's the second time because they reset it. So it actually doesn't work to draw them a card. Oh, okay. Hold up. Hold up. Now we have some options. 2, 4, 5, 6. I am 1 mana short. I need 7 to be able to go search for a Isilu. So I think we just do this for now. We probably have to... do we discard the Temple Gardens just to try to do the silly combo? I think so. I think this is what we're into. We've already gone this far. There's no turning back. Yeah, we'll go ahead and play this. And then pass the turn. Oh, no, I could have last turn. I forgot. I could have... Oh, no, I couldn't, because this is summoning sick. I was like, because you could untap a land and net an additional mana, effectively. All right, what are we going to go get? Jailer, sure. Jailer's going to go after... Oh, really? I'm okay with that. If at some point the Jailer gets removed, we get another card. I would have thought you get Badger Mole or the Blood Witch. Going after the Speaker is an interesting choice. Especially since you know what's in my hand. But to each their own, I guess. Can we play this for 1, then tap 2, 4? Nope. Kind of got to do this. How am I able to cast this? Oh, because I have Eirdu. I forgot. We get Convoke. Best turn. Friendly little bonus there. No shelter, please. We want to do the really cool thing. I really wish we could tell the opponent, like, no, we're making a fun video for content. Just let us keep our creature, thanks. I don't think we're going to get to, though. Okay, that does net them a card, unfortunately. They have a ton of mana right now, too. Alright, 2 cards that are unknown. Okay. That's not bad. They already drew a card from their first one. So this is just life. Unless they have another ally here. And then they'll still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana they could use. Alright, so they're tapping all that to make another one draw a card. We're good. We get to combo. Crazy. I didn't think we were going to get to do the thing. Oh, no, wait. No, we'll have enough mana. Yeah, we'll have plenty. So we definitely have to flip this, so we'll pay. And then we'll play this. And then it doesn't really matter what creature we sacrifice, we just start sacrificing things. So there's going to be a lot of clicks because the opponent's at 29. Doesn't matter, really. Actually, I don't know, we might need that, whatever. I mean, the game's going to be over here regardless. I think they'll see what's happening here in a second. So you get your creature back with Persists. The -1 goes away because you're getting a +1 from the Velocipede. Fortunately, it's not that many clicks because with this, once you tap all your mana, then it's just like auto-stacking the triggers. Because we have nothing else to cast here, really. Yeah, I think they're checking now, going like, wait, why is this happening? It's like, yeah, it's pretty good. Really, we just have to get them down to, like, 5, and then we can attack for the last 5. Yep, this isn't even Badger Mole Cub's fault. Now, admittedly, we had the Nature's Rhythm, so we could have found this anyway, but by them not taking one of our key pieces, it made it a little bit easier. Alright, cool. Yeah, I guess we keep this. It's not going to be particularly efficient, but they are all the cards we need to get where we want to go. Well, Lana Werewolf, where were you earlier? Dang it. We could have been having a good time if you'd have shown up last turn. But no. I mean, you're taking Ouroboros here, right? Unless they have some type of removal spell, then maybe you take something else, plan to use removal on Ouroboros. Because I can see a world where you take Formidable Speako here, maybe keep me from looking for a removal or something on my own. Okay. I feel like that tells us a little bit of information. I think I'm just going to go here for now, though. And attack, because they're not blocking. Would not be shocked. I was going to say, it's either going to be Slasher or the Room here, because it almost always is. Okay. So what do we want to get here? I think we do this. Discard a Llanowar Elf. Since we can just play another elf anyway. Question is, do we get Eirdu here? Or Ouroboros? Because the thing is, if we get... Problem is, we won't be able to... Actually, we will, because we're going to play another Llanowar Elf. God, this is a tough choice. Because if we get Ouroboros, we're just going for straight power. But if we get the Eirdu and flip it to Isilu, then if we get a sacrifice thing, it's just game, right? I think normally I would get an Ouroboros. But I think because of we're making content and we're basing a video around a thing, I'm going to go get the card. Alright. But generally, I think getting Ouroboros is the correct answer there. Boo! Intimidation tactics. Okay, fine. Yep, Tiny Bones, you got it. Oh, and all they're doing is attacking with the 1/1? Alright, that's not the worst thing then. That's turn. And so ultimately, it didn't matter what we got there. End result would have been the same. Alright, well, we expected we were going to see that at some point. Kind of surprised they didn't just make the demon here. Must mean they have something else to play. Yep. As we thought. At least we got them to use it before there was something really to get. Alright. Alright, cool. GG's. Oh no, we have to mulligan that. We're not keeping that one lander. That'd have been disastrous. Let's keep this. I'm going to put this back, but I know damn well what's going to happen. Because I did that, we're going to end up being able to cast it because our Badger Moles are going to live or something silly. Yep, exactly. We have a matchup where we're not going to lose the Badger Moles. Gosh dang it. It's just how it is. And they would have been good here, too. Having a 5/5 lifelink flyer, would have been so solid. It's crazy. Alright. If they attack here, I'm going to assume they have the +1/+1 counter thing. Okay, they didn't. So... There's no way we could play this first and get enough value, right? We could play that. We could just play a Llanowar Elf. But obviously you want to play the Badger Mole Cub. So I guess we got to do this. And do this. Play this. Actually, yeah, because I need white mana. And then we'll play this. No attacks. This would have been much cooler if we had the 5/5 flyer. I mean, don't get me wrong. It made sense to tuck it away as part of our mulligan there, but man, if we'd have kept that, we'd have been able to start putting the game away. And there's so many times against mono green landfall where if you just have another 6 or 7 life, that's enough, you know? I mean, if they attack, we're double blocking. Actually, I'd probably double block twice. Badger Mole's on something. Okay, well, we don't have to find out about all that mess. Let's just do this. And then I could tap this for 2, 3. Yeah, I'll take 2. Let's activate this on one of the white lands, I guess. And no attacks. So at least now we have somewhat decent blocks while we're waiting. Alright, there's a Tifa, which could be the death of us anyway. Well, good news, bad news. They didn't play any more lands here, but that doesn't mean they don't have them. They might just be waiting. I am going to put that on here. Though making one big 4/4 land is probably also fine. No attacks. I mean, we should lose this one. Like, one of our best cards we tucked away, and now we're getting punished for it. We could have already attacked, probably be one turn away from attacking for the win here. Which is funny. But, I mean, we could just die to Tifa here. You know, yeah, exactly. There you go. All right, GG's. Oh, wait. Tifa doesn't have counters yet. Oh. Hold on. I mean, do we just turn another land into a thing? Going to 16 is probably bad, so yeah, let's just make a bigger land, I guess. No attacks. I mean, as soon as they find any type of fetch land or anything, we gotta be cooked, right? Okay, well, that'll let you start putting counters on Tifa to go find more lands. Oh my gosh, all we're finding is all the mana stuff. This is brutal. Yeah, no attacks. Like, what are we supposed to do here? I mean, we even have tutors to just... Maybe I was supposed to keep the land in hand, actually, so I could go find, like, an Ouroboros or something here. Because that's probably the only way we don't lose. Velocipede. Alright, you're something, I guess. Might as well. I mean... Sure, pass turn. Alright, well now if they get a fetch land, we just die 20 different ways. Yeah, we kind of need an Ouroboros like right now. Yeah, that's not going to cut it. That is not how we're going to be able to win here. I think we've literally drawn land, Llanowar Elf, land, Velocipede, land. Is that what happened? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, I guess we just do the thing at this point. I don't know. Make this land bigger. Like, I don't know what we're supposed to do. Yeah, we'll just pass. Because at some point, they have to find a land, right? Like, we've had the opposite issues. They've been stuck at 3, and we've not missed a land drop this game. There you go. All right, GG's. Or at least let them do the thing so we eventually die or whatever. Yeah, alright, cool. I'm just going to assume it's over. I'm not going to make them go through the motions. This is just a case of sometimes things just don't work in your favor. Like nothing to even be upset about. Like, we had outs. We have a bunch of tutors. We have a bunch of things we could draw. Didn't find any of them. It just happens like that. We have mana. Bad news, we have nothing to do with it. And we're playing against life gain. Alright. This is going to be a minute while we figure out solutions. Obviously, we'd like to Badger Mole Cub into Badger Mole Cub, and then hopefully play two things next turn with Ouroboros and something the following turn. But I don't think that's going to happen. Because I would assume at the very least, there would be at least one removal of some kind that would affect things. That being said, this could also be one of those situations where the life gain deck kind of just does its thing, and it ultimately doesn't matter that much. Alright, well, we have our mana. I always assume there's at least one shelter, because our opponents are very good at drawing shelter by ghosts. But this time it appears to not be the case. I mean, I attack for 7. You're at 30 life. Yeah, I was going to say, like, you know, there's a very low chance I'm blocking with the Badger Mole Cub. Alright, something else to do with the mana here deck would be great. You know what? That ain't bad. We can get white mana. It costs us a point. So we get 4 out of that? No, 3 out of that. So we can get all the... Yeah, that's fine. So we can get all the mana... Oh, yeah, we don't even have to take damage. I forgot. We still had the Hushwood Verge. And then we just play this. And everybody's juiced. The question is, how fast can their flyer get us? I think we pass. Hope they don't have the shelter or removal spell for Ouroboros here. Is basically what this is. Okay, so they had it. Plus side, though, we do have reasonable blocks here, so they're probably only attacking with their 3/3 flyer. And we still have tutors, so if we can find one of those, we're still in business. We just got to find one. There you go. That's one of them. Get rid of this, because we're fairly low on life. Oh, actually, what if we just go get Eirdu here? Then, we go to 6, then we'll be able to attack with everything. Then we're at 3. I think we still have to get Ouroboros and gamble, but man, getting Eirdu was at least an interesting thought there. Alright, no attacks. And we'll just have to see if we can survive the next 2 turns. What is the unknown card? Actually, they'll be able to get an additional card here as well. Yeah, because they'll gain 1 and then 3. Oh, they'll gain 5 actually here. So yeah, they're good. They'll have way more than enough life gained here. I guess the question is... Well, I mean, they're technically at 55, right? Because you get to block... Actually, 56, because you'll get another point of life here on the Pride Mate. Okay, Landfall, you are the least meaningful thing we've drawn in ages. Alright. You block 1, 2, 3. And then take 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 9. So it's 36. And 8 does not kill them, which is very disappointing. So I guess our best play here is just not attack. Because that's the only way we risk losing. We just have to wait till we can punch through next turn. and hope it's enough. But they have 3 cards. I mean, if you get rid of an Ouroboros here, we have to find another one to even get us enough to even make it a thing. All right. That's a point. Attack with a flyer puts us at 3. And there is a chance they could draw like a Get Lost or something here. All right, sure. All right. If you got it, you got it. If not, that's a bajillion damage. Math is for blockers. We ain't even going to try to figure it out. I mean, this is just if they have something, they have it. We can't do nothing about it. We're at 3 with no flyers. But as it turns out, had we gotten Eirdu, we would have shut down their attacks completely, and we still would have been playing, and we'd probably had like 12 life or something. So, yeah, that doesn't do anything. Yep. Yep. All right, we got way more than enough. Cool. Oh boy. We'll take it. Yeah, those are the ones where, and we've had this happen multiple times on this channel. Y'all have seen many of these games where the life gain deck is just doing its thing, doing its thing, doing its thing, and then it just loses, right? Like we've just beat it with big creatures, you know, one sweeper or something, or you manage to get a thing that's unblockable or whatever, right? You know, multiple ways. But the deck is still good, obviously. Like, they could have won there a few different ways as well. So, yeah, let's talk about this deck, though, because there's a lot going on here. Yeah, I have to say, while this deck is interesting, I don't think it's great in the sense that, like, I think you could play either just a straight-up Selesnya +1/+1 counter thing. You could play some Umbral Caller combo that's just easier. You could probably even play Abzan aggro with Felithar and some other stuff, which I'm still have some stuff coming for that even, that I would probably play over this. While I think a lot of people do like Eirdu and Isilu, I just don't know if this card has a great home yet, right? Like, even in the times where we got to do the thing we wanted to do, or it assisted us in creatures not dying or whatever, it was kind of just a really long situation, right? And had they had the removal for the creature, then the rest of our deck or our board really wouldn't have done much. And it's tough because I don't think any of the other cards you're playing are particularly bad. But honestly, there was a couple of times if we just made one of these like a Crater Hoof, then you'd just be winning more, you know what I mean? But you could just as well be winning with Crater Hoof if you're playing full set of Ouroboros and Badger Moles and whatever. So, I don't know. I think the issue for Eirdu and Isilu might just be that there's just better options in the things you're trying to do most of the times. But I don't know. Like, but this is at least a deck where you can play it, right? Like, you can take advantage of it. It does do real things. The life gain does matter at times. So I'm not just going to cast it off and say, like, it's trash or whatever. But I think it's such an interesting card that people want to play with it a bunch. But ultimately, it doesn't have a great home yet. And I don't know what that home looks like. Because the Convoke part, I think, only came up once that it really mattered. Obviously, the backside works if you're just trying to chump block, get your creatures back, you know. And when you have the things that are putting +1/+1 counters on them, you have infinite blockers effectively, which is fantastic. So in that regard, I think Isilu is fun. And you really want Isilu more than you want Eirdu. So, yeah, all that being said, if you want to play the card, here's at least a way you can play it. And you probably own these other cards because they're decent in other decks, at least the rares and mythics. I mean, the unicorn you can just craft because it's uncommon. But yeah, I don't know. I'm going to leave the link over on Moxfield. Like always, links in the description. Check it out. But that's all of you for now. We'll see you next time.